What if just 2 days after World War III erupted, the world already felt unrecognizable? No bombs falling on your street, no soldiers at your door, just a terrifying, unnatural silence. You step out into the morning, and the world feels abandoned. The Walmart you've seen 1,000 times looks like something out of a nightmare. Doors hanging open, shopping carts tipped on their sides, aisles gutted to the bone. Every shelf empty, every freezer dark. Not a single can, not a single bag of rice. The war didn't need weeks to break the system, it needed hours. Fuel shipments evaporated. Delivery trucks vanished. Highways clogged with abandoned cars. The supply chain that once fed millions, gone like a power outage, and now your city, your entire country, feels like the first chapter of an apocalypse you never believed could happen so fast. Standing in that silent store, surrounded by emptiness, one truth hits you harder than the war itself. When the world collapses this quickly, what will you eat when nothing is left? When global conflict erupts, the impact spreads faster than smoke. It infiltrates daily life, beginning with the small cracks no one notices, until the entire system collapses. In the first wave, people panic buy. Store shelves vanish in hours, refrigerators empty, freezers hum, then die when the grid falters. In the second wave, the trucks stop arriving, diesel shortages choke transportation, cargo ships sit at anchor, unmoving, railways fall silent, goods trapped in warehouses never reach the stores. In the third wave, the financial system trembles, bank withdrawals freeze, digital payments fail, cash loses authority, and somewhere between the panic and the silence, the nation realizes something devastating. Once the shelves are empty, they don't refill. Not this time. The supply chain, America's hidden bloodstream, has stopped pumping. The first instinct is fear. The second is denial. But neither keeps you alive. Survival begins when panic ends. When your mind steadies, your breathing slows, and you understand that what separates the survivors from the desperate is not luck, it's readiness. Readiness is strategy. It's discipline. It's knowing that food security becomes the backbone of endurance when society fractures. It's recognizing that the meals you store today may become the only meals you see for weeks, and most importantly, readiness is understanding this truth. Long-lasting food isn't just sustenance, it's time, it's stability, it's life measured in calories instead of comfort. This is where the shift happens. This is where fear transforms into preparation. Critical food items. Long-lasting essentials for survival. 1. Canned proteins. Tuna, chicken, beans. These foods hold power because they last for years, survive temperature changes, and deliver vital protein when your body begins to weaken. In a deserted apartment complex, a survivor cracks open a can of tuna they stored months ago. It's not gourmet, but it's strength. It keeps arms steady, legs moving, and the mind alert enough to avoid danger. A single can becomes the difference between collapse and continuation. 2. Rice, oats, and pasta. These staples can sit untouched for years and still cook into life-saving fuel. High in carbohydrates, they refill the energy your body drains during stress, cold, or long travel. A family hiding from chaos cooks a cup of rice over a tiny flame. That one pot becomes dinner, breakfast, and hope for the next sunrise. What looks like simplicity is actually endurance in its purest form. 3. Freeze-dried vegetables. When fresh produce vanishes, these become your lifeline to vitamins your body can't produce. Stored properly, they last decades without spoiling. A survivor mixes freeze-dried greens into boiling water. The nutrients sharpen focus, restore stamina, and prevent the slow decay of malnutrition. They don't just fill a stomach, they protect a body built for survival. 4. Powdered milk and shelf-stable dairy. Rich in calcium, fats, and protein, these outlast perishables by months. even years. In a dimly lit room, someone warms powdered milk over a small fire. The warmth steadies trembling hands, gives strength to keep moving, and offers a rare moment of comfort in a world where comfort is scarce. It becomes a steadying force when everything else is unstable. 5. Nuts and seeds, high calories, high fat, high protein, tiny weight, massive value. A handful of almonds can power hours of walking. A bag of sunflower seeds can stretch through a week. 6. Emergency rations, MRES, energy bars, dehydrated meals. Created for endurance, these foods deliver concentrated calories that keep you moving when you can't stop to cook. A traveler trapped between blocked roads tears into an MRE. The warmth of the chemical heater, the dense calories, every bite becomes momentum. When you can't afford to slow down, these keep you alive on the move. 7. Honey, salt, and essential spices. Honey lasts forever. Salt preserves food. Spices revive appetite when monotony drains the will to eat. A spoonful of honey restores energy during a freezing night. A pinch of salt keeps dehydration at bay. A dash of spice turns survival into something you can endure mentally, not just physically. These aren't luxuries. They're psychological ammunition. Hunger changes the people. It erodes patience, blinds logic, and pushes the desperate toward dangerous choices. Isolation thickens the silence. Panic sharpens every fear. But the mind, if trained and prepared, becomes your strongest weapon. A calm mind conserves food. A clear mind rations wisely. A resilient mind adapts when everything familiar disappears. Your mindset is the invisible supply that carries you through every empty shelf and every long night. The shelves vanish. The trucks stop. The food you store becomes the only barrier between stability and starvation. And as days pass, you learn the harsh truth. Food disappears faster than fear. You've stocked what lasts. You've gathered what nourishes. You fortified your mind for the cold, uncertain road ahead. But this is only the beginning, because once the supplies run out, the real fight for survival begins.